Speaker, we announced in the 2023 budget statement that we will embark on a debt restructuring program to alleviate fiscal pressures by 1, reducing debt servicing costs, 2, improving debt sustainability, and 3, ensuring macroeconomic stability and economic growth. The restructuring is critical to the implementation of the program. To ensure return to the path of debt sustainability, a comprehensive debt strategy centered on a restructuring program was pursued. Mr. Speaker, the perimeter for the restructuring includes both domestic, central government and debt, and some parastatals, and external. The main aim of the operations is to reduce debt servicing costs and restore our debt sustainability. The debt operation focuses on achieving, by 2028, the present value of overall debt and external debt to GDP to below 55% and 40% thresholds respectively, and 2, external debt service to revenue and exports to revenue below the 18% and 15% thresholds respectively. Mr. Speaker, on the domestic debt exchange program, on 5th December 2022, government launched the DDEP in a transparent manner while seeking to minimize its impact on bondholders. After 3 months of negotiations with the different bondholder groups and amendments to the original terms, government successfully completed the DDEP on 14 February 2022. Total bonds outstanding at the settlement date amounted to 126.978 billion Ghana cedis, of which 29.286 billion were held by pension funds, bringing the total eligible bonds to 97.7 billion cedis. The ministry received final participation of 88.9 billion Ghana cedis, representing 84.9% of total eligible bonds. The DDEP has provided the government with increased fiscal flexibility and addressed cash and other liquidity constraints. Once again, we are grateful to all investors who participated in this exchange. Mr. Speaker, to complete the domestic debt operations, government announced in April 2023 its intention to further pursue the discussions around the following domestic debt instruments, which were excluded from the DDEP perimeter then: energy sector independent power producers, cocoa bills, local US dollar denominated bonds, and Bank of Ghana non-tradable debt. Out of these remaining debt instruments, government launched debt operations for the cocoa bills and local US denominated bonds on 14 July 2023. The settlement date is today, Mr. Speaker, 31st July 2023, and we look forward to a successful operation. Mr. Speaker, although pension funds were exempted from the main DDEP, we continue to engage them. Mr. Speaker, we are also engaging with the IPPs on debt relief and financing arrangements to achieve both debt sustainability for Ghana and financial sustainability for the energy sector. As part of the restructuring projects for external debt, government requested the treatment of the bilateral debt under the G20 Common Framework beyond the debt service suspension initiative. Government also held a series of engagements with its bilateral creditors via the Paris Club to provide financing assurances to support Ghana's IMF ECF request. The official creditor committee for bilateral creditors was established and co-chaired by China and France. The committee provided financing assurances on 12 May, as I stated, to support the IMF's board approval of Ghana's IMF ECF request on 17 May 2023. Mr. Speaker, government has also begun the process of negotiating with its commercial creditors, our Eurobond investors. 2 bondholder groups have been formed, comprising domestic and regional bondholders, as well as international bondholders. Government has already shared a set of data and scenarios to commence discussions. On the restructuring of Eurobonds, we expect to receive counteroffers from the bondholders in the short term and envisage an agreement by year end.